Hello everybody and welcome to my newest Let's Play. And if you've not guessed so far, which if you haven't, you're probably really stupid or are blind, this is Let's Play Katamari Damacy! Yes, this is going to be my very first PlayStation 2 Let's Play, I believe. I'm pretty sure I've done a Let's Play of a PlayStation game, which is Spyro the Dragon, but now for an actual PlayStation 2 game. And Katamari Damacy is, of course, a very... What is it doing? No, stop. There. Of course, it's a very weird game, if you haven't guessed so far. Very, very weird game indeed. All this weird stuff. Weird mechanics, weird everything. And here's our main character and his father, the Prince and the King of Cosmos. Of course, the King of Cosmos is the guy with the head. Hello, Prince. This is the King. Long time no see. We thought today would be a good day for rolling. At Katamari, the Prince, where the first rolls, the second follows. Roll, roll, roll. For that purpose alone, we went to the bother of making this space. The King of all Cosmos, going to bother just for rolling a Katamari. Just for that, went to the bother. So, we would like for you to start the rolling, but first things first. Does the Prince like vibration? Yes, I love vibration. Wait, no, I don't like that. Being the moving and the shaking. No, I hate it. Plain is best. I love it all natural. That's what you say, what you declare. Then you can turn the vibration on or off with the select button on the controller. All clear? Yes. Good. We shall see you later. So, let's start off with the game. First, basically the idea is to roll around this big Katamari ball thing. Well, actually kind of small right now. Prince is a very small person. And it basically controls like a tank, in some ways. By pressing both sticks forward, you go forward. And just by pressing a single stick forward, you turn in that direction. You can roll up and diagonally. And then if you hold one direction forward and one back, you can do a quick shift, which is a little faster than the turning. And then you can hold right and left to go sideways. Vibration is now on. What do I press to... Brake roll in the opposite direction. Yes, basically it's a fast stop. You just hold forward and then press back and you stop. My, very princely indeed. Such skill and such class. Dazzling. We feel a swoon coming on. Next challenge is charge and roll, quick turn, look and jump. Careful with the look and jump. Not easy to do when you're rolling in a hurry. We shall see you later. So yeah, these are more the weirder moves. There's charge and roll where you move both the control sticks back and forth. repeatedly. Then quick turn where you click both of them down, this turns you around the other side immediately. This is a very useful move. Just get to the other side, quickly turn around. Jumping. And then press L1, you can look around the stick to see where everything is. Ah! I never noticed that. That is creepy. That is kind of creepy, and you press, I think you press any button to get at it. And then jump is not really a jump, it just lets you see around where you are. Pressing any button will get you out of the jump. Yeah, that's all the moves the Katamari can do. I don't think we unlock, no, we don't unlock any or find any secret moves, whatever, that's all we have to our disposal. Mastered it? Already? For real? Who are you? Oh, shook up. All shook up, all amazed. So I'm wondering what is going on and who are these two weirdos and their weird balls. Well, here's gonna be a little bit of story. King is flying around, randomly breaking stars somehow. I can tell this game is going to make so much sense.
No! It was indeed not a dream. We really did it. The king of all cosmos has really done it. A sky full of stars. We broke it. Yes, we were naughty, completely naughty. So very sorry. But just between you and us, it felt quite good. Heart. Not that we can remember very clearly, but we were in all nature's embrace.
Odd sentence.
We felt the beauty of all things and felt love for all. That's how it was. Did you see? We smiled a genuine smile. Did you see the stars splintering in perfect beauty? So many there used to be. Almost a nuisance. Now there's nothing but darkness.
And you know, the sun.
Tis but a dream, a beautiful one. What?
With 3 hearts.
That miraculous, fabulous moment has passed. It's over. We came and found everyone furious. Even the king of all cosmos was not spared that wrath. Really? Everybody was irate. So anyone, Pee-wee Prince, hurry up and bring back the glorious starry sky. Our problem? Your problem.
Yes. Yeah. Question mark. You owe us.
You owe us. Your existence. We collect on the debt. Yes. Hand in hand, always there, yes. The very definition of a father-son bond, yes.
I think you're cocky. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna be my gimmick, is the voice. And this music is awesome. All the songs in this game are awesome. Here we are on Earth, full of things as usual. Act so small. We really are small as ever. We didn't notice. Not one jot. With the stars and all. What is that? The body? That physique? Could you really be our son? Ah ha ha! I've got it! Build yourself up when you roll the Katamari. Work out and get bigger. Yes, indeed! Don't presume to take the escalator up to the throne just because you're the prince. Woo! Ten get it? I don't know. First time on Earth means no worrying about time. We think you'll come and pick up when that Katamari is 10 centimeters. Ooh, just remembered. Many things live here, scurrying around and generally getting in the way. When one of these sneaks up behind you, an alert comes up in the lower left. You should try to bump into anything alive, but don't worry about it too much. It won't game there anything, so just relax and roll. Good luck in climbing. It's that inclining, for instance. Yes, the main mechanic of this game is you have to collect stuff. Oh! The same thing! That was the very first thing we ever rolled up. Oh, we feel a little emotional. We should put this in the diary. Okay, so anyway. Just basically collect a bunch of random stuff on Earth, like these stamps and screws and dice. And that will in turn make the Katamari bigger. Because you're... Oh! The same thing! This was the very... Okay, whatever, I'm not gonna read that more. There's basically a bunch of stuff we have to collect. You don't have to collect all this stuff. It'd be a little ridiculous. But collecting as much as possible is, of course, a good thing. Just collect a bunch of stuff. And basically, of course, once you can't pick up objects that are like 10 times bigger than you. So the bigger you get, the bigger objects you can pick up. The idea is that you have to, you know, the bigger you get, the more things you can pick up. And you want to be able to pick up the biggest things possible to get bigger, faster. The objective is to get as big as possible in what is usually a limited amount of time. But in this case, we just have as much time as we want because it's the first level. This song is so good. There's a bunch of weird things you can get in this game. Of course, there's gonna be really weird, like, Easter eggs and stuff you can pick up later on. There's so much weird stuff you can pick up. But right now it's mainly just standard household stuff. Which, who has all this stuff lying around? There's freaking push pins everywhere and, like, eye drops. Who needs this many eye drops? Frickin' Bigoron does. How goes it, Prince? How is Earth, huh? Huh? Oh! You made a 10-setter, Commander Katamari? Oh, how fabulous! I'm fabulous. We had forgotten all about that. So you're mostly clear on everything, we assume? Everything on Earth is very nice, so it'll be very helpful, yes. We'll let you roll everything up with a smile. Yes, probably also a wave. Anyway, let's go home for now. Royal Rainbow! There. Oh, yes. Almost forgot. Completely slipped the mind. When rolling on Earth, there are a few things to be careful of. See, these are a couple tutorial things. You cannot roll up objects larger than the Katamari. Crashing into larger objects and walls will break things up the Katamari and increase its size. So yeah, you also can't, you keep, like, it still, there's, all the rolled-shaped objects will make the Katamari lopsided and not balanced. As I said, you can't collect, you still can't, even if things are smaller than you, you have to be a lot bigger than it. Until your Katamari is large enough, you can only roll up moving people and cars after hitting them. Most animals can be rolled up as they are. So yes. You can only pick up people once you've rammed into them with your giant ball of death. You can push your Katamari up small steps relative to Katamari's size. So it will just kind of roll up. No, I hate when they do that. Like in Mario Sunshine, it's like, hey, here's this long and boring explanation. You want to hear it again? Nope. Really? It was the very first goal, but not very excellent, is it? Next time we want a much bigger one. The thing you collected most of is, yeah, he'll give you what you collected most of that game, so I got a lot of snacks in that first one. It really is full of things. We'll now release it into the sky. Becomes the Jelly Star. Jelly. What? You really forgot our planet? Really, are you serious? So you're not just small, but a bit slow too. As a parent, we cannot feel but partly responsible. This is your home planet. The planet where you live. Here you can look at the stars, save the game, and do lots of other things. You can even visit Earth and the space mushroom just by pressing the L1 or R1 button. Roll your Katamari around the Earth, visit the space mushroom to compete against your cousins. And that's about it. Your smallness, do you get a grip? Your absent-mindedness. This is the menu of sorts. This is where you can save and load games. It's rumbling, the shaking, and the moving. This is, you can look up at all the objects you've collected so far and all the locations you've been to. So So, like, see, we've collected cherry and strawberry. Yeah. And yeah, then there's like boring stuff like that. Names is kind of interesting. We don't have any yet, but some objects will have names. Usually they're people, and you have to. There's like a collection list of all the names. Here's the sound. Sadly, not a sound test yet. Presents. These will basically be collecting presents, and this is where you can view said presents. And with the L and the L1 and R1 buttons, you can go to either the space mushroom or the Earth. And basically, this is the multiplayer of the game. You can select any of these cousins to be first and second player. So I could be Nick, or Ace, or Marky. This is a weird name. Or June. But anyway, this multiplayer, so I'm not gonna show that off. And here's Earth. This is where you select your level. That's the level we just did, which is one of these little star things, and levels you haven't done yet are these little circle things. And something really stupid about this menu is you press either R2 or L2, you go to the next planet faster. So, like, what's the point of the R1 and L1 button commands if the R2 and L2 buttons just go faster? Seems really stupid. But anyway, I know we haven't really done much this episode of Let's Play Katamari Damacy, but in the next part, even though Prince looks enormous flying above the planet, he's actually really small. We will go to Make a Star 2. Later.